It's how good this black trim restorer works. So whatever new you can the reason I'm taking this little bit of video here is because you can see this is terrible. So this is probably the worst bit of it. So once I've cleaned out the engine bay a little bit, I'm probably going to use a bit of the trim restorer like here. It should work. It seems like the other bits of plastic. Now, I don't know if you guys know these these Civic Mark 8s. They've got tons and tons of plastics. This edge, can you see how rubbish that plastic looks? And that's just, you know, throughout the whole car. The car's only done just over 30,000 miles, so let's get these things back to black. Well, potentially. Let's see what kicks off. Let me give the car clean and we'll go from there. Okay, so yeah, a couple of prerequisites. Just cover the battery because you don't want to get water to go into that battery. With regards to the rest, but I'm just going to juice this up. Don't use a pressure washer with this, but I'm going to whack it up with some of this EZ car cleaner. I'm not going to snow foam it inside the engine bay. What have I got? Yeah, using one of these Traditionale, mate. A little bit of a spray just to get this a little bit moist, and I'm just going to go in here with like a brush or something, clean up all this debris and stuff, get all that out, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, let's see how it goes, superstar. Okay, so one thing that I will say, I'm mindful that I'm busy washing here with the camera, so I'm not going to show you tons of this, but this is just basic stuff, guys. We'll just go in and this wash, just going to get this all nice and clean, agitate all this up. Like I say, we're not going to go with a jet wash, we're just going to wash it off with a normal hose. So yeah, so leave it to it. I'm just going to do this. Make sure all the orifices are closed of this engine, so make sure you haven't got any oil caps open or anything like that. Going a bit wild. Wherever you see electrical stuff, don't go too wild, don't go pumping tons of water into there and tons of soap. I'm going to get this done real quick. I'm going to have to spend a bit of time here to get all the algae and stuff off and all the crap, so I'm going to go deep there. You don't need to watch this is basics, but that's what I'm going to do. Literally, bucket of soapy water, this, rinse it off, we're all good. Over where the hinges are, I might put a bit of grease in there and stuff, but this is all I'm going to do, superstar. Literally just this. Elbow grease is going to get this nice and shiny. Okay, so that is what it is. Let's put this camera in, not get it wet. Okay, so after a little bit of elbow grease, I've got it to this stage. That's pretty cool. We've done the bonnet as well. So we just let's just say drip dry for a little bit, and then we start the engine and see if it still goes. Let it warm up a little bit, get some steam going in there, dry it off a little bit better. So we'll do that in a sec. Okay, superstars, what next is I'm going to do this trim. So I've cleaned up the car, nice and shiny now. Whoop whoop. Okay, so anyways, we get to clean with this isopropyl alcohol. So isopropyl alcohol, clean up because I've waxed the car a little bit too, so that's hopefully going to cut all that or any impurities off, because I think this is meant to be permanent. Even if it's semi-permanent, mate, and lasts like 6 washes, I'm more gravy. But yeah, the C4 Gtechniq. I reckon I'm treating it as if it was a paint of sorts. That's why I'm using isopropyl alcohol. Bought another pack of another set of these. Use this to clean it off. And then yeah, that's what they supply you with in the box. What have you got to do? Boom boom. Okay, so deep cleaning the trim, whatever. Can you actually get? Let me see if I can focus in on that for you. There we go. So deep clean your trim with 1 to 10 dilution of, okay, whatever, we're not going to use that, that's why we're using the isopropyl alcohol. Apply this evenly, spread evenly over a piece, boom, no longer than 5 minutes after the application, wipe away the excess. Okay, cool. So I'm going to use it sparingly, because I've got quite a lot to do on this car. This has tons and tons of black trim. So mate, if we'll do this Civic, it'll do pretty much any car, I reckon. Okay, superstars, let me get to it and see what kicks off. Knock in the sliders. You don't really need to mix that, but yeah, I'm gonna get a pair of gloves as well. See, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna test it anyway. I don't know if this is so faded if it was black. Literally, it's just terribly faded. I want to go get a pair of gloves because I don't know what chemicals are in that stuff. But look at the bits that are coming off. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I'm gonna do, guys. Literally go around the whole car and wipe it down. Okay. Okay, let's attempt it. I just want to put a couple of drops into the pad. What are we doing here? Just trying to see so you guys can see. Let's put a couple. Oh shit! That was poor. Let's see if we can. I'm going to go up to the top bit in itself, guys, and just trying to see what it does. We reckon leave it for 5 minutes too. I think this is similar to like a ceramic coating of sorts. Is it that sort of same premise? I think this is going to do the whole car. I've got a feeling it's just like the same stuff as like ceramic coating, I think. Putting like a clear coat on top or something. Probably should have researched it a bit more. Okay, so I'll keep doing the rest of the car and we'll come back to it and see what happens. There we go, hopefully this shows you nicely. It's coming out quite good. There we go, that's what the normal trim is. Or how it was originally. How much have we got left in the bottle? Let's show you. So I've got a bit of the front, well, don't know if you can see that actually. Yeah, so we've done a little bit of it, but I'm using it sparingly because I need to do quite a bit. But let me quickly flip you to the other side that I started on just to show you. There you go, get you a bit of some close-up action of this. Yes, I'm going like that. Obviously, when I get towards the edge of the paint, I'll just quickly run it around. But nearly around the car. And trust me, this car has tons of trim, so it starts going on pretty easy. Like I said, I've been using it a little bit sparingly, probably put it on thicker, but you don't really want to. You don't want it dripping and running all over the place. I guess quite a lot on that pad now from that. Let's keep going around. See the difference. It's pretty much staying like this, right? I've looked at the other side and it was dry to the touch. So it is like a sort of lacquer clear coat of sorts, or ceramic coat, or what the buzz is all about. I should have probably researched it a bit more, to be fair. I just stuck it on the car, because that's one thing I would say to people. Everyone just willy-nilly puts things on their cars. You don't quite think, and you take what people say as gospel. Meanwhile, they are making money from it, or they partnered up, so they'll say it's good. Meanwhile, they've never clue. So yeah, it's pretty risky. But like I say, second-hand car, if it restores the trim, if it even lasted six washes, I'll be happy. Because putting that other trim restorer on is ridiculous. Put it on every time. Second-hand car life, boys, will never struggle. There's nothing worse than dirty trim. Like, it just makes the car look tacky. Yeah, try and not put this on the paint though. You can see I'm touching the paint slightly, but I've got it only in a sort of particular area of this pad. I would say buy a few more packs of pads because I've gone through a few, and what people won't tell you is that back here, right, back here, and like these bits wherever you would get stone chips, this thing hooks and it starts to stick to the bumper. People don't tell you that. Yeah, so it's quite you got to make sure it's all smooth because it'll grip and stuff and it looks messy. Okay, let's just keep that in mind. I'll show you at the end. Got a little bit left over, so we may as well do this. Didn't really need it in here, but let's see what it does. No rhyme or reason to this, just trying to cover all the bits, to be honest. I cleaned it with alcohol as well. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much because I need it to last. Okay? I don't want to coat half of it. I need to chill out. I'm rushing it too much. I'm not doing a good job. Relax. Go to Ian. A couple of drips. It's just the way the spout of this thing. Can't get it all out. Yeah, you definitely want to get all the residue off in here because obviously oil and stuff will not sit nicely. Empty it out totally, get it all out. Yeah, we done. Did it. All good. So I've got one of the slam panels in. All in all, pretty sweet. Let me just give you guys a little walk around the beast. Show you what we achieved today. Just a little bit of elbow grease. It's made a difference. Wow, the sun, come on. Don't know if you can actually see the trim. It looks pretty cool. Oh, it's not doing it justice. Maybe here. There we go. That's good. Yeah, it's cool, huh? All back. That's Superstars. Pretty impressed. We've got a little bit of better lighting now. How much better does that look? Come on. Eh? If that stays like that, it's going to be insane. I really do like that trim restorer. It's really good. But yeah, what a difference has that made. Superstars, buy some, try it. It isn't that expensive. Take the risk.